10 o'clock on a Sunday night. Well, for me, Sunday morning for you guys. Just a bit of a weekend update on everything that's happening in the game. Probably Corey will join us shortly, but wanted to be on time. So to everyone out there who's paying attention and listening, thanks for joining us. I'm going to drop this in the comments. Please feel free to share it around. We're going to be talking about the new kind of survival world as well as the promotional event. So for those of you that don't know, a secondary community cluster opened up in the Uplift World. And this is a pure survival mode world, meaning that you can't just, create random things. I've been in there for the last couple of days, day I guess now, officially, working on one of the project plots that I'm a part of. And it gets a little bit crazy. So I think maybe people don't realize what's going on. So I just kind of want to explain it. Let's go in and maybe we'll have a look around and you guys can see, if you're unfamiliar of what's happening, you guys can follow along and see what's different. So what's different is that you can die. This is kind of problematic. What the other thing that's different is you can die and you don't really have the ability to do a lot of things that you did in the Genesis world. So this is the gratitude world for a very good reason, because we do actually need to be grateful. I died multiple times today, like probably thousands, and I died enough times that Michael, USA was like, "Are you guys trying to die over there?" It was pretty crazy. Let me pull up the application window and we'll have a look. So yeah, I'm like totally new to this kind of stuff, right? Like I'm 100% new guy in the game. You can see it's night. What night means in the game is that there's mobs and really dangerous mobs of zombies and spiders, and they kill you. And every time they kill you, you basically lose all your stuff and you have to go back and start over. Yeah, I kind of built this little fortress because this is just basically where I come when night comes, so that I don't have to worry about losing all my stuff, because it really sucks. I've just been trying to plot out my land and dig and get things and do all of those weird, crazy kind of things. So let's see. I think I'm gonna make a gratitude sign, because I don't have any. I totally forgot to make one. I don't even know if I have the right stuff.
Do you have the right stuff?
Even have the right stuff. That's crazy. Hi, Corey. How are you?
Hey. I was just training Cowie up on some Minecraft sysadmin type stuff.
I can't hear you at all, man.
You can't? Why not? That's weird. Everything's weird on my end.
Or is that you?
Yeah, it's you. I was just working on StreamYard, so I know we're good. You can't hear me, so that's good.
I can hear you now.
Excellent. Oh, crazy. Ginny just said, good morning, Uplifters. There will be a gift for all those who attended the Church of Gratitude ceremony this morning. Oh. There we go. I can kind of hear myself. Morning, fam, I am.
Sorry, that's better. Hey, how's it going? I was just explaining to people the craziness of survival world.
Yeah, I've been watching you die all morning. I almost got killed by a giant bat. It was terrible and scary. But, what are you going to do? Here's what you do. You blame Anders. I feel like you're listening to YouTube, dude. Check 1 2. Checkity check. Yeah, Greg, go ahead. Or hold on, I'll get you the thing. Especially considering like Jimmy broke it. Oh, that works. Phantoms are scary.
Yep, Phantoms.
G money. Yeah, Greg,
What?
Jimmy's dealing with some audio nonsense. I don't know what's going on over there.
Well, now what's happening? Oh, okay. I see. Do you know why you got attacked by a phantom?
Yeah, because it's in survival mode and there's fucking phantoms everywhere.
There's a specific reason. If you stay awake through 3 day-night cycles in game, that's what spawns phantoms.
Some bullshit, dude.
You know why they invented that? Because kids were staying up all night and leaving their Minecraft run overnight, causing server load. So Mojang included phantoms to kill players that were standing around in the dark for extended periods of time. Yep. Huh. So if you're going to do some sort of AFK machine, like a automatic fishing machine, and yes, there are automatic fishing machines, you have to build yourself a little glass box to stand in, or they will attack you.
That's funny.
Yep.
All right. So Jimmy's trying to get in. He's trying to get out. Things are happening.
Yeah, it did feel to me like I was hearing the YouTube audio. So maybe he was listening to YouTube instead of the StreamYard.
Oh, hey. Apparently NFTs were on SNL last night.
Yep. I didn't see this skit.
What's up?
That's the word. NFTs are everywhere.
They are. They're going to eat the world.
So I got to play. I got some quality playtime overnight with Kawimota.
Like, is it so that? Can I have a Jedi name too?
Is that a Jedi name?
Kawimota? Of course it is.
No, I didn't know that.
Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Kawimota. That's a fucking Jedi name.
I think you meant like it's from Star Wars. Like
it's just very obviously a Jedi name to me.
I got you.
Maybe not to anybody else, but definitely to me. All right. So we got a DJ with 69,000 followers in the gratitude map as of 1 minute ago.
Nice.
I'm back, by the way. How are you
doing?
Sounds good. Jimmy, good morning.
So I spent my day yesterday. Can I talk about this for a minute?
Yeah, of course.
Go for it.
Hearing from a lot of very frustrated new players, which was fun and challenging. And
welcome to my world.
I mean, I kind of want to show off what we managed to do over here with 1 tree, 10 carrots, and that's how we started.
Yeah, I want to go on a 10-minute rant at some point today about people complaining about survival mode. But go ahead, show off your 1 tree and 3 carrots.
Drive it into my veins, Jimmy. It'll be great for people to hear it coming from people who aren't me. Sorry, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share screen here.
Yes, please.
So the plot that we got in the gratitude world is basically all ocean except for 2 little islands. That island is not in our plot, and it's the one with all the trees on it. So what we got here, we had 1 tree, okay, and this is what we've done in the last 24 hours on this plot with 1 tree. We found all these seeds and all the potatoes. We found melon seeds in an abandoned mine shaft under our world. Somebody brought us a cactus. I don't even remember who now. Oh no, Jimmy got killed. Jimmy, you got killed.
He's been getting killed all morning.
But I mean, we set up smelters and we're making materials and we're killing mobs and things are going like I spent a lot of time yesterday with a player who it's all ice and tundra. I need to switch plots. There's no trees. Well, there were trees. He just hadn't walked over a hill to find them. So I went over there and basically set him up some basic little survival hut shelter and but this is what you can do. It's not, I mean, I have been playing a long time. That is true.
Well, and you have a team,
no doubt,
right? And
this is mostly me and some Donna. Donna came over and did some too.
Yeah,
but
you have a team. That's a big difference right there.
Well,
and I just want to say this, right? Like if you're in there solo, and you're struggling, get a team. That's a good 1 point. That's
Step
a really
number
good
1
point.
Because that's what this has always been about, right? Like the whole community thing and getting people to help you, which of course is why Greg is out, like, you know, helping other people while also trying to do his own thing. Like that's really the secret sauce of why, one of the reasons why the whole survival experience, though more challenging, is better, is because the people that are going to do well are collaborating, and that's the whole point. Even before we slap the economy on it, that's the whole point. Sorry, I'm like doing
right.
I don't know why
if you don't have any trees, well, I don't have any dirt, but I have a lot of trees. So perhaps you should bring me some dirt, and perhaps if you did, I would bring you some trees.
Right. It's like barter and trade until we slap the economy on the sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yesterday, Anders traded somebody a Crypto Monkeys NFT for iron. So we had an in-game trade of a real.
Awesome.
And that's the first time that's happened. A real world NFT trade for some materials.
Good take.
That's my favorite thing. And like, if you don't like that, you need to start liking it because it's really fucking cool.
If you don't like that, you should start liking that.
Start figuring out how to like it.
There you go. Also, can we talk about the drama llama? Hold on. Can we talk about the drama llama that wasn't inspired by me murdering something?
We finally have a new llama story to talk about.
Yes.
And I totally am down with this, but before we do that, Anders is so freaking 10 ply. He thinks he's a survivalist, but he's not.
What is that word that you just said?
10 ply. That's really soft, man.
Oh,
like tissue paper? Is that what
exactly. 10 ply toilet paper. Go on.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, he's walking around last month, you know, when everyone's in creative mood, thinking he's so hard. He's like, yeah, man, I'm building ramps to build pyramids. Dude, man, try doing that shit with mobs enabled. All right, Anders, come on. Like, 10 ply all the way, buddy. He's dealing with first world survival problems. He's stuck on a llama somewhere. Everyone else is dying every 10 and a half seconds. Right? Like, Anders, come on, seriously. That's my rant.
Yeah, Cowie did all this. I did a late night stream last night where I came over here with nothing but some food to show people what you can start doing when you have very little. And Cowie showed up and helped me a little bit. But again, there it is. I was playing alone. Someone came and joined me and started putting blocks on blocks and making cool stuff happen. Cooperative play. You know,
hey, is this the Uplifters plot?
No, this is the Chicken Ka embassy plot.
Okay.
Why? Do you need me to go over there for something?
No. I was just wondering because I haven't been over there yet. I'm trying not to die, so I haven't been over there yet.
Yeah, listen, Greg's team yesterday, what they were doing was building the Haitian Roots School in Chicken Ka, and it's absolutely nice. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I'll get out a screen share now. I'm sure other people have things they want to.
No, it's I don't mind if you stay in. I'm just gonna go on a little bit of a rant, and like I don't do this very often. I mean, like ranting about video games very often. But I've been in there like I do rants all the time, man. Just not about video games.
Do it.
Okay, so here's my take, right? And I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna tell you guys what's up. I'm gonna tell you guys what's up, and I'm gonna tell the community what's up. I like it when other people are here, you know, rather than me just talking by myself. But pretty much, here's my thing, right? So some people complaining about teleportation. All right, people stop teleporting other people around, especially when they don't ask for it. This is really going to piss people off, right? And honestly, if you want teleporting to be gone, I don't actually know if that's possible. The reason is I'm one of the people who didn't use teleporting at the beginning, and I walked to my plot, right? I walked to my plot from the spawn point, and with the way that the permissions are set, right, you're not actually able to kill anything or get anything or eat anything or do anything until you're on your own permission land. And I'm not at the edge of the map, and there's going to be regions of the map where people aren't going to be able to get without teleporting, right? Now, Gary did suggest some kind of survival kit or something like that. With mobs enabled, though, teleporting comes in handy. But
So do you know who did that, Jimmy?
No, we don't.
Okay, so I do.
do.
It's Yoshi's 9-year-old daughter. We've talked to her already about it, and she just was really excited, and so she wanted people to start coming and checking out all of the stuff that she was building. And honestly, like she's like a super like a crazy 9-year-old wizard child who like the second she got out of the game started like using the foot rockets to fly all over the place like a freaking nut. She's amazing, right? But that's why that happened. Kids are in game. This is a thing that's gonna happen. And we chastised the 9-year-old super wizard, so that's been taken care of. But I mean, like it's a legit problem because anyone can do that right now, right? And we're small enough that it doesn't matter. But obviously, like teleporting, that's not going to be able to happen. So what you might need to be able to do, survival, is get some freaking help, right? Or and please, maybe a camera one for this, or blame Anders. You can send all complaints, and I mean this, to
Why
Anders,
are we blaming Anders?
because it's his fault we're in survival. Or Greg's, but I like Greg more, so never mind. Hold on. Send all complaints to Anders at please, Corey, please give us a survivalmap.com. Send all complaints to Anders at please, Corey, please give us a survivalmap.com. That's all. That's it. And everything else will be handled. We should actually make that email address, and that could be our complaints department. We do need a bug reporting thing, so like that could be. It just would be the funny way of doing that.
Rant part number 2. I was in creative mode from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And I recently ported with another project over to survival mode, a different project, right? And I've been here for 24 hours. And like, Michael, EOSIO USA, looked over at me and Brad the Builder yesterday, and maybe Anders was here too. And he's just like, Jesus Christ, are you guys trying to die over there? Because somebody was dying every 3.5 seconds. Yeah. This is going to happen, right? Like when you get in the game, you're either running or like you gotta, like basically the easiest thing for you to do is to dig a bunch of dirt and put up a 2-block wall and encase yourself at night so that the zombies and mobs can't get you, right? And then, go get some wood in the daytime, build a chest, and start storing your stuff so that when you die, you have a stockpile, right? I think this survival mode is really great. Now, on the other side of that, I don't think I'm going to take the piss out of Anders for being soft, but I'm not going to take a piss out of him for wanting a survival map anymore, because I think this is really cool, right?
I do agree.
So thank you, Anders, for pushing for that. However, it's going to be a different game, right? And if you're going to whine and complain about being in survival mode, then just go to Atomic Hub, pick up a probe, and drop the probe on a creative map, because we're going to have tons of maps. We're going to have a creative map. We're probably going to have a survival map with mobs. We're probably going to end up at some point in time having a survival map for softies, when Anders can't deal with it anymore and he's got to port to like some middle ground. And like
the Anders softie help a lot survival map.
But like seriously, credits to Anders, right? Anders been in the game, and the people around him, he's been helping them out, right? He's been doing lots of cool trades with them and stuff. And there's a lot of like really good camaraderie here. Also, one third point is I'm guilty of this as well. But Greg, because he needs a reminder of this as well. Greg and is mostly been putting people in the world. So thank you for that, Greg, and whitelisting them. But just remember that it takes time. There's one person who's basically got to look at a map and then go and figure out where the coordinates are, and then figure out how to whitelist you and figure out all this information. So to make it easy on Greg or anyone else who puts you in the land, just go to the map. Click on the right side of the map. There's like a little black triangle about halfway down the map. It's kind of difficult to see, but if you know where it is, it's easy to see. Click on that, and then click on the gratitude map. And on the gratitude map, like you can zoom in, top left, you can zoom in, and then you can find your plot, click on the plot, and it will give you the coordinates. And then all you have to do is send those coordinates and your username to Greg, and he can whitelist you in a second and a half when he gets time, right? Rather than having to look all this stuff up. So, special request, please do this. Thank you, Greg. Yeah.
Click
and
on your plot, and that coordinate is what I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
But
if you tell me I'm on the NFT Hub Wizards page, I don't know where that is. The maps with the names on them are not. That's not particularly helpful to me. and I don't even know which map it's on. So, which map are you on and what are the coordinates? That would be super helpful, and it'll get things done quicker.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh shit, I'm still sharing my game screen here. Sorry.
I like Bob the Builder, man. Bob the Builder, not Bob the Builder. Who's the builder? Is it Bob? It's not Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder is the cartoon guy. Anyway, the guy who's like linked next to Anders, he's building. He's a really cool community guy. There's a few other community people in there as well. I'm kind of way down at the bottom, working on the EOS Go plot, like all by myself and a little lonesome. But I'm probably going to help out with another plot as well. But there's been some questions. So Double asks, can you give us some details about the different maps? I'm very confused about what map is the actual one. Okay, so right now on that screen that Greg just showed, actually, I believe
here I can bring up the map interface, and we can actually we can show the different ones and how to find them. That would be handy, wouldn't it, to show people how to find them?
Yeah, I can drop that in the link actually.
Here, I got
too,
it.
while you do that. Yeah, so there's 3 maps that are involved in that, and one of them.
This is the world we're calling the old world, or just the world when you teleport to it. This is the world where the cathedral is. Okay, and for now, it's also the map where Chicken Ka is, but that's going to change soon. Also, it used to be, all of this used to be on the same map. This is the old community cluster. I had somebody yesterday send me coordinates for their old community cluster plot, and I gave them permission to be there because I didn't realize I didn't recognize the coordinates, and they ended up building for an hour on the old map before we realized they were in the wrong place. But when you look at this screen on the top right, there's a pop out. If you go to the right edge of the screen and hover, there's a pop out, shows the Uplift World Genesis, Londum, Gratitude, and Old World. So that's the 4 maps that exist right now. But the Londum map, I don't think anybody's allowed to go into that map currently.
Yeah, nobody's in there yet. It's empty.
So forget that one. But Gratitude is the survival server. Genesis, I'm sorry. Gratitude is the community cluster survival map. So community cluster 2. Genesis is community cluster 1, which is in creative mode. Okay, and the old world is still in creative mode as well. Everybody got that? Does that help? I hope that helps.
Yeah, I'm going to say it one more time.
So double. When you say which map is the actual one, well, there are 3. So there is not one. I'm not sure why you're asking. Like, are you assigned to a plot? Because I can tell you which map that's in if you tell me, what's going on. Are these maps? Oh no, they are all on different servers. That's the big thing that had to change a couple of weeks ago, because we couldn't put all these people on one server.
Yeah. So, and I was just going to add to that as well. Just remember, at this point in time, it's only projects that are in and that are building, right? And most of those projects were in and building for the MVP in the creative world, right? Most of those people, they all went in at the same time. The map got released at the same time. A bunch of projects went in. I think we whitelisted 2 people per project. That was it. That was all that was allowed for that. And that's where most of our live streams have been from. This new survival map has only been live for about 2 or 3 days, and it's not full. There's still people coming into it. The reason is we wanted to fill this up, and we wanted to have people in there and doing the survival thing. So again, though, it's only projects, right? You need 1,000 or more followers on some kind of, project that you're hosting. And I've had like really good friends of mine that have like sent me mails and been like, oh dude, like, can you get me in? I'm like, no, man, like I can't even get myself in. Right. like nobody is allowed. Nobody's like, Corey, I'm just waiting for you to say something now. But anyway,
yeah, we've had a few people show back up lately that had been gone for 8 months. And it's like, I don't know what to do for you.
Oh yeah, so that's a whole different problem, right? Because that's from your original map, right?
Right.
So yeah.
So what I want to show, Ginny's saying regions should be named. Yes. Well, yes, and the region name is the numbers that appear in that little bubble. That's the actual region name. 3100 by 2100. The Crownlandia plot is 2700 comma 1600. So that's the number I need. When you say, hey, can you whitelist me to build on my plot? That's what I need to make sure that I can do it super fast. If you can get me that, it may take longer if I can't. And I know now where to find the printed maps, but the printed maps I have to count out squares. Maybe they moved around since the version of the map that I'm looking at.
I'm doing my best. That's actually something I'm working on. Like and in fact, I should be pinning that. So basically in the 2 different cluster map Telegram channels, the pinned map should be the most updated, and it's on me to make sure that that's accurate because I'm the only one doing it. So like, if it's not, don't send complaints about that to Anders at Corey, please, can we have a survivalmap.com? Send those to Corey'sadummy.com.
Oh, I thought you were going to say send them to gregsadummy.com.
No way. You've been nothing but helpful and awesome the whole time.
Oh, I got cranky yesterday. I got cranky with a couple of people yesterday because I was just like, I was not feeling well, and I just how come I don't have any trees?
Was that me? Did you get cranky at me? Because I didn't even notice.
No, it wasn't. No. I had a couple of people that were convinced they were going to give up and never play this stupid game again, and they had no trees, and they needed to reselect their plot, and that wasn't the case at all. They just had what's around right.
Jimmy D part rant number 3. All right. Jimmy D rant.
Oh yes, please.
All right. So you selected your plot. Deal with it. Seriously, we can't let you move, right? Like, because here's the thing: you go into
you selected your free thousands of dollars worth of land plot.
Yes,
I'll throw that out there.
And you're coming into the game, and then you're digging around, and you're not finding gold, or not finding a tree, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Well, who's gonna get that plot that you already messed up, right? So if you're coming in new to the game, you could do what I did, and you could just like come in without selecting a plot and try to wander around and die multiple times, falling down chasms and getting killed and spending like 5 hours a day trying to find something that looks okay. And then you could get onto that plot and you could realize that that's actually not the plot that you thought that it was, and you can just deal with it, right? There's different plots for different reasons. Again, you're going to be able to trade, right? Like I'm absolutely pissed because I can't find a freaking spruce tree on my plot anywhere, and I really need one. And the closest spruce tree is in somewhere white, then I can't even get there, except for in a boat. So anyway, everyone's got their own problems, right? If you selected a plot, just deal with it and reach out to the community, and the community will help you, because we can't just let you come in and ask to move and change and things like that. This is really problematic for the people who come after, and it's really problematic for the people who get gifted plots from that community that you're already working on. Right. And so, that's Jimmy D rant number 3 on this. Like I'm actually becoming like a hardcore, like more hardcore maximalist than you two in like people's complaints area recently, because I'm in there and I'm working my ass off. I'm getting slaughtered. I'm, really having a tough time because I don't know anything about Minecraft, but I'm making it work. I'm doing it. And I'm kind of thinking in the back of my head, we want to fill this map up. We want projects to come in, and a lot of these people who we want to come in have never played Minecraft before.
Yep.
And so we need to, figure out a way that they can come in and they can have an enjoyable experience. As much pain as it can be for a new person, because I'm nowhere close to Greg, right? Like I got to look up every single thing that I build. Like I don't know how to build anything, right? And so like, as Donna mentioned in the comments earlier, right? The first thing you have to do is learn how not to die, right? Like
survival Minecraft.
Like figure it out, right? You need to procure food, and you need to procure somewhere to like just hang out at night so that you don't get eaten alive, right? And after that, just go slow and make it work, right? Like there's lots of things you can do. The cool thing about Minecraft is you can be really creative. You don't have to put a block on a block. You can put a block beside a block and create an island. I mean, the mechanics and gravity in Minecraft are not like the real world. And so the whining in Minecraft shouldn't be like the real world either. Keep it positive, people.
I fucking love you. Like I just like in my heart, it just makes it's bigger now. No, and this is good because like as most people, and Greg knows this more than anyone, I hate complaining in everyone. I hate it the most when I complain myself. So believe me, I hold myself to a much higher standard than I hold everybody else. But yeah, it is definitely frustrating But I mean, it's not that it isn't understandable. Like, there's challenges. People have like big visions for what they want to do, and that's awesome. That's the whole point, right? And watching people build these amazing things in creative, and then being constrained to a slower environment feels like a loss, even though it is actually a gain, and that will become obvious the more we go. Anyway, so I'm gonna drop some stuff that I probably shouldn't right now, but I don't care anymore.
Go on.
I mean, I kind of do, and it's kind of important, but also like you're all gonna find out in a few weeks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So remember the SNL stuff that happened last night with NFTs. Jack Harlow is an Atlantic artist. Warner Atlantic has a huge power over the media companies, and there's Greg knows what I'm talking about.
I thought you meant the Atlantic magazine.
No.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Atlantic Records. And so you can see this. You can go to the cathedral, and you can see that there are gratitudes up on the walls from people who are connected to Atlantic Records. So I haven't said anything that isn't public. Boom. But also, Yoshi basically blamed M-Blue for the fact that NFTs got mentioned on SNL.
Really? Well, they're everywhere right now. It's crazy. Crypto Faction. Say you have only one plot and you get a creative plot, but wanted to play in survival mode. Trade with somebody who has a survival mode plot.
Sure. But this is again, like, as much as Anders and I are busting each other's balls, there's a huge amount of charm, and I love to use the word charm again. Like, it's weird that we have this hilarious battle going on between Anders and I, because I really do love him as a person. So anyway, there's a huge amount of charm in progression, starting to learn basics, building super basic building, and then evolving. And then, I mean, there will be builds, and Greg was telling me about this a long time ago. There's these Hermitcraft people that do like seasons. They build all these crazy things, and they bootstrap from the ground up, no creative. It's in survival from the jump, always, right? The builds they make are shocking. Like,
as good as anything in our creative world at this
insane, point. Right? And you know, there's a huge amount of value in that progression. You could even say charm. Anyway, so it I guess for you know, well, for the people who want to complain, talk to Jimmy and like wear a helmet because that's great.
I've got some complaints too. I mean, I'm not like, there's somebody on that map that has like thousands of sea lanterns already. I'm pretty pissed about it. But yeah, we'll figure that out later. So I'm going to complain, but we're going to do something about it, right?
First, there's a difference between lanterns all over the map now, but yeah.
There's a difference between complaining, and you know, blaming somebody else for your problems, right? Especially when your problems were free to begin with.
Right? You're welcome.
Yeah, double. This is so everything from the old map gets moved to the Genesis map, right? Nope, not right. Only the community cluster creative plots got moved to the Genesis map. Chicken Ka is going to get moved to its own map. Central City, where the cathedral is, will have its own map. So those things are getting chunked out to different places. Just hasn't been done yet. And by the way, who was it? Crypto Faction. Say you only wanted to get a you only get one creative plot. You want to play in survival mode. Well, Chicken Ka, when we have our big land sale, is all survival. We do not have mobs enabled over the entire district yet. We're not sure if we're going to do that or not. But you're going to have an opportunity to play in a survival world and be a part of the fabulousness that is going to be Chicken Ka. And holy shit, Corey, there's stuff there in the last 4 days.
I have no doubt.
Oh my goodness.
So let's talk about this. So, and again, like I love you, team and dev team. You are the best. So if the server test on Tuesday works, and I have a fairly good feeling about it.
Lots of people are going to die though. That's going to be fun.
Well, here's the thing. Like, part of us were starting to wonder, like, do we want to do, like, because I agree that would be really funny and hilarious and fun. But do the whole scavenger hunt thing. But if they could fly, that means more scavenger hunt pictures, which means more promo material. So like, I'm still sort of like, what should we do there? But we'll figure that out. When that works, the Genesis NFTs for Chicken Ka might come out as early as like a day later. And so that process will be getting started. I am really, 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 really excited about that because the Chicken Ka team have been building in advance, knowing that eventually all of you would have the option to come there if you wanted to for a few months. Now, and some people, I think somebody was asking, why do some people get their own map? Well, these people were the people that were originally on the server in the first place. They're my friends and family. And I pushed them out of Center City two times, right? And so
they all had stuff built near both cathedrals, right. And it's all
they're basically part, founders of this project, and what they got as equity was the land around Chicken Ka. So that explains sort of how, and we're going to be telling the story of that in the Genesis NFTs, and you're going to learn all about that stuff. As far as other people getting their own maps, this is actually something that is going to be happening. The people that are getting on to the different community cluster maps that we have going on now, they, are fairly large NFT or media or, whatever, projects. And we sort of grant those to people that have large communities to start building out the space. Because that actually, brings value to those maps long before any of you even get there. We're on our second one now. The first one is going pretty well. So, that's how people are getting on the maps sooner. There is going to be a protocol for people to create their own maps. This is going to be like a big project kind of thing. It's not going to be just for anybody. But that we're working on the ability for other people to basically drill down and create whole map projects. And that should be available before the end of the year. How do you like that?
I like it a lot because I know stuff.
Because I know things. Greg, I love that you become more of the Waz like every day.
That's
right?
Such a crazy thing. But
it's so real. It's so real. Like, you're under the firm, FAMDA situation, and so like just having stuff just makes me happy. So that when I say things that sound crazy to people, you're like, that's dead serious.
Well, the joke conversation with our friend Bull Shipples about his plans for his project, where he mentioned some names of people he's going to be chasing to be involved in that project. Mm-hmm. 90 days ago, I don't go, well, that's fucking dumb. That's never going to happen. But now it's like,
yeah, dude, I can't even remember what I was talking about. Alien Worlds is doing really amazing things and it's awesome. Upland is doing amazing things and it's awesome. Even though, let's face facts, it's a 2D map and that's hilarious. But like they're the two biggest games in the blockchain space, right? And I was telling my wife this morning, and this is where my transparency, is probably going to be as damaging as it is authentic. Everyone loves to use that word. The only reason I'm authentic, and Greg can attest to this, is because I can't do anything else. It's not a choice. I literally
it's a wiring problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wiring problem. Exactly. Sometimes that wiring problem works out, and sometimes it does not. But I feel like we're already competing with the titans in this industry. And if you had asked me like, hey, are you guys going to be number one on Atomic Hub? P.S. We've been number one on Atomic Hub a bunch of times over the last few weeks. No big deal. But like if you'd asked me 3 weeks ago if we'd be playing in that level of space, no way, right? Like that, like we're gonna be good, but like that good. And now with the things that are dropping at the end of April, and the fact that we're gonna get people in game really soon. Well, Tuesday for the whole trial run thing that we're calling it demo day because we're literally going to have you guys try to break the server. So seriously, we need way more people, by the way. There's only 130 people that are registered. You can go to enter.theuplift.world, enter.theuplift.world to register your Minecraft username. Of course, it has to be Minecraft Java, blah, blah, right? But then getting people, on their lands and all the different noises that's going to make, like, we're in the big leagues. Right? And this is before the stuff that's coming at the end of April is even mentioned. Like, Jimmy knows what it is. Greg knows what it is. You guys don't know what it is. And if I could tell you, I would.
So as an aside as well, people who are in the game building, projects are in the game building. There's a lot of you. My request to you is please partake. Help us try to break the server. Travel around, take some photos, like take some cool photos of your own land, take some photos of like some of your friends' land. Like I know a lot of people have been like, especially in the creative world, have been in their heads down, building their own projects, and they haven't had a chance to look around. Everybody's going to be flying around. There's going to be tons of people. Well, maybe not flying, but there's going to be tons of people on the rails, right? Like there's going to be like, really, it's going to be really interesting. And we might break server, we might break patience. I mean, Michael EOS USA might lose his shit when somebody leaves a card on the track. Like we don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be fun. But go and partake. By somebody, I mean me. I'm probably going to leave a card on the track, but because that's what I do. But yeah, like we really want to see what. I think we're more interested in what goes wrong than what goes right. And this is why it's, a really short time, but also there's some awesome builds that you guys should go and check out. Cause like, I know I'm gonna for sure.
Yeah. We got at least 30, 40 cool things you should see in Chicken Ka. And they're all really close together. That's the thing. We haven't spread out yet. Everything is like, visible from everything else. And it's already astonishing. The wishing well in the middle of the transport hub. If you throw items in the wishing well, they get chunked down into an item sorter underneath the floor. That's like a half an acre. It's like the size of a Walmart store under there, and it automatically sorts hundreds of items. That's adorable.
There's so many memes. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, this one. What do you not understand about impeding the way? Satellite imagery shows work underway. Oh, I thought it was satellite imagery shows somebody blocking the railway. Yeah, frickin' Anders. This one's good. This is a repetition. Oh, you glorious nerds. Anders plan for EOS USA Michael plot.
I am.
This is great. That's awesome.
As you go through these, I just want to say running in Minecraft is control
Control
W.
key. Yeah. And you just have to tap it. You don't have to hold it down.
And we also need a meme about Greg. If somebody wants to put it out there from the community, we totally need a Greg meme out there that basically says, "I am not your personal Minecraft advisor. Please stop asking me basic questions."
But that's exactly what he's there for, though.
Yeah, have you seen this one, Corey? It has sound.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to upload
it
to the thing. That's the Uplift. Good morning.
That's right. Donna tells us throwing an item in the wishing well at Chicken Ka will help protect you from evil spirits.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, the gods will protect you if you throw materials in there. We promise. Well, the Mayan and Aztec gods, anyway. We don't know about the other ones.
We'll answer your question after that. We go through the memes double.
Yeah, I think that was actually all the memes that I hadn't seen yet. And really, this is all about me. I mean, I don't know what this means. Corey Cottrell chat room, but I like it. So good job there. Probes? No problem. What is happening? I think, and this goes back to the show days.
Dr. Wayne one is so mean. Scroll down one. Did you see it?
No.
Scroll down one.
Dr. Wayne Mengele was here. I don't know if you guys knew this, but and Dr. Wayne feels very, very bad about this. I told him I'd take all the blame for it, but I've also been ritualistically throwing him under the bus the whole time.
Dr. Wayne killed all the animals.
All of them. And it was unintentional, obviously. But he might have killed all the animals. Anyway.
To be honest, him killing all the animals is what drove me into survival mode.
I haven't seen this before.
I'm not joking because I wanted to have a permaculture farm. I can't do that in the creative mode anymore because there's no freaking animals. So now I gotta get killed 15 times my bombs every minute.
Everybody.
That's pretty good.
Right? Discovering an ocean monument for the first time. This is mine. I do like sea lanterns. This is a real thing. I like them. It's a thing that I do.
Nice.
All right, removing this. Play.
Good morning, all you uplifters.
Good morning,
Uplifters.
Good morning, uplifters.
Good morning, all you uplifters. Yeah.
chicken time.
What?
That's really bizarre, but really good.
To Crypto Faction, we love you.
That's a
That
great
is
one.
Fantastic.
I said
By
that
the
to
way-
my mom.
Yeah, right. Tagging your memes. There's some people that don't like when people tag their own memes. I would always look like Crypto Faction did it in a kind of a subtle way. Look at Bullshitball's memes. He actually hides his tag in it in ways that are like it's hard to find, but you'll always find it. I like it when people tag their memes because I like knowing who made them. And then if we make NFTs out of it, then we know like who to give props to, like who to give tips to, who to give like shares of if we sell them, whatever. You know what I mean?
This is a Corey culture tradition that most people may not know about. The reason we started doing that is so you could send people Shipple. You could send people Shipple token if their name was on their meme. They got a little gift for making memes. So that's kind of how that started in this context. I just realized my peanut butter jar sitting on my desk. Everybody's gonna know I've been eating peanut butter with a spoon. I don't care. I'm all about that peanut butter spoon life.
Okay, meme number 2.
I feel like this took a
there you go,
turn.
folks.
Right? It's like Greg with a peanut butter.
Pretty much.
How to play that
in no time for bread.
That should so be a waiting to get into chicken caw world meme.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
I like it. All right.
Wait, double.
Yeah, so go ahead.
No, double is asking about what's the London world. London world is going to be another. This is the people that got. Well, I'll let Corey explain because he made that the
What?
system up. What's London world, Corey?
Why don't you explain it? If you can't
'cause I'm
explain it,
shitty
we're
at
in
it.
trouble.
Well,
I'll
okay.
take it.
Basically, that's the reward plots for people that bought rail keys in certain numbers. And see, this is why I wanted you.
No, that was so close, so close. It's actually like we're going to be using it for a lot of different things, but for people that bought the level 1 and level 2 Genesis NFTs and that's of course how we built the rewards pool. Oh, by the way, the rewards pool is at 2 million wax, no big deal. I'm pretty excited about that. If that's not clear. And in this next one, right? Like when we do the chicken cost stuff, there's going to be a new round of Genesis NFTs. We're changing some things because we hated the probes idea a lot. Like that's still going to work, but we're gonna simplify it for this next one. Long story short, if you get 3 rail plots and you have either a level 1 or a level 2 Genesis NFT, and if you don't know what those are, like go look on the thing, you'll be able to find them. And we'll explain this more as we go. Then you get 1 50 by 50 land piece in London. And so those are going out to to everybody that has that combination of 3 rail and a Genesis NFT. And the same is actually going to take place in for the new sale that we're going to be doing for Chicken Caw. There's like way less land available in Chicken Caw, just so that you guys are aware, because a lot of it is owned by the what we call them the CK7, right? And there's going to be a lot
sound
of,
like a criminal gang, and I love it.
Yeah, right. It's not quite the Cabal, Anders, but it's close. Everybody there is a nicer, and actually not really. I'm part of the Cabal, like I said.
Donna and I, Laugh Track and I were talking this morning about how incredibly lucky we are to have so many artistically talented people in that CK7, because Russell and Jen and Ginny and Sue are amazing.
Yeah,
amazingly artistic. And that's pretty exciting stuff for us. Yeah, I cannot wait to show off some of the stuff that you guys are going to get to see on Tuesday.
I'm really
pretty.
I'm excited about that. So if you guys, so this is the other thing that we have to organize, like basically today, tomorrow, is just getting the spots. Gary was like, "What do they need to say on the sign?" to like for the selfie sign, because he's like runs the Boyd plot and the Effect AI plot now, or whatever, right? Well, like I don't know, like take selfie here. Like
it's not rocket surgery.
Yeah,
I got it.
And we just need to know where they are, right? Because I think that. So I'm probably going to spend the rest of my day organizing that or helping to, because it's going to be really really fun. We're going to figure out prizes for everybody, that kind of thing. Go ahead.
What one more point on Landom as well. The other interesting thing about Landom is there's no free like land given away in a sense, right? Like
right.
This Genesis and the Gratitude worlds, they were based off of projects. So there'll be land plots that go out that are intermingled amidst projects, but Landom will be all like community given. There'll be no projects within that land, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's going to be like an entire community map, like that's going to be the original point to Landom. Is you're going to go in there, you're going to start at ground zero with everyone else. Everyone else starts.
Yeah, everyone starts with nothing. And I mean, like there will be people that are there earlier than other people, right? There's going to be, but the only way to get land from us on Landom rail, we're selling the rail on Landom, but not the land. The only way to get the 50 by 50 land pieces is going to be, either getting them, in the sort of Rail times Genesis NFT, freebies. But we're also talking about doing like Uplift Labs, where if people complete, technical challenges for us or create some different things, then we're going to have land available for that as well. But yeah, so it's sort of a really fun experiment that we're doing. I'm pretty excited about it.
Is this your new meme, Anders?
I just died by zombie very deep into my secret paths. I feel like that definitely needs to be a meme. Like somebody needs to get on that. I don't want
to know much more about Anders' secret paths, but
yeah, don't probe what's happening behind the scenes on that sentence.
Do not probe.
It was a probe pun, Corey.
Do not probe. I love puns so much.
And speaking of probes,
yeah, do you carry a bed with you?
Yes.
Inquiring minds. I think all the OGs of Minecraft are Descent.
I do not.
Basically.
See, Anders, total noob. You're still a noob, Anders. Still 100% a noob.
Yeah, WTF, man.
Not at this time. I like it. So in Gratitude World, there will be projects. Why didn't that work? Sorry. In Gratitude World, there will be projects too. No, sorry. In Gratitude World, there are projects already. It's only projects at this point in time right now. The community one is Landom. Makes sense?
Sure.
I'm trying to simplify things. You know how difficult of an endeavor it is for me to simplify things?
I mean, that didn't even take a whole lot of words. So like for you, that was basically like lifting a mountain over your head. So well done. That was good. Yeah. I mean,
that was like ninja quality stuff right there.
Points.
Yeah, I love usually. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just usually where if you need to say something in 100 words, Jimmy's usually the kind of person who would like, well, 1,000 would be more fun. Pointless, but more fun.
But more beautiful. I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy.
I love the contrast between the OGs though. Like, because you and Greg had been co-hosting a show for a while on Minecraft and politics and other things. Doing the
mostly
gratitude,
on politics and other things.
But doing the gratitude, service and stuff like that. With your group and Corey and I, have been doing this, crypto show, and now this show has kind of become like a convergence of the two, right? And it's kind of interesting to see, Anders is a genius, no question about it. Like when it comes to NFTs, when it comes to gaming, we give him a hard time. But if you're going to follow one person and you're going to watch that person religiously, it should be Anders, right?
I agree.
But even he's a noob, and he's probably and I'll give him credit too. He's probably the most dedicated person from the beginning in this world. He's I'm just gonna not fly.
He's all in early, yeah.
Right, and I mean, so I think but the fact that he doesn't carry a bed with him is really telling. cracks me up a little bit.
He's hardcore. He's hardcore. I mean,
Yeah.
he wants you to think he's hardcore. I mean, he's actually again
You guys are
quite
merciless, man.
quite soft. But like I wouldn't say 10 ply soft, but like 7. And but he, like just to telegraph
wouldn't that
to
be
the
softer?
world.
Wait, my understanding of toilet paper commercials is more plies means stronger, and less plies means weaker.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't more plies be softer though? Because that's like how they advertise. Like, oh, there's so many plies. It's weird that we're talking about this now, but that's where I would have probably.
No, more plies are softer. It's a Letterkenny reference.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah, it's Letterkenny. Exactly.
I haven't watched in a while, so I'm
How
behind on Letterkenny. I know.
Dare you?
I know. I'm a little behind on my Letterkenny references.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
I really like your friends, by the way. I mean, I'm just saying. If they think I'm Tolkien, then they must be doing something right.
Yeah, all right.
But I think you're a little bit more advanced than Reader's Digest. I don't know. Just
wow, burn.
Like, no, I mean maybe Reader's Digest is good if you're used to it. I don't know.
I'm enjoying the shit out of this because Corey never talks about his education history.
What education history? I don't even know. What you're talking
Right,
about.
exactly.
No, but I mean I have it on very good authority from from somebody that I respect very deeply that happens to do a live show with Corey every day. That sometimes when you get him on the right topic, that guy can talk circles around the best politicians in Washington. That's
not like they make it Anyways.
Yes, Donna knows. Donna's got it. She's got it down.
I'm so confused. So we have a gratitude ceremony in an hour at the cathedral, which is going to be interesting because people are going to be trying to teleport in from all over the place, and I don't know how that's going to go. Actually,
Me neither.
It's going to be interesting.
We're going to find out.
I suggest for those of you that are playing in the survival world, put all your stuff in a chest before you teleport.
Smart.
Because once you go to a creative world, I lost. Well, I didn't lose my netherite tools yesterday, but they stayed in the creative world where I can't use them for anything. So make sure you put anything valuable in your chest before you go over to the cathedral. And Ginny has gifts. She's making stuff. You may have noticed Corey has some Baby Yoda heads. I have some Bigfoot heads. So she's making really cool little things that you can carry around with you, little like totems. And she's going to be giving some of those away at church. So there.
Really?
Corey got distracted.
That's
I don't know what you're talking
kind
about.
of really cool.
Sorry. What?
Right.
I did get distracted.
No, Jeannie's going to be giving away more goodies that she made
Oh, awesome.
at church.
Oh yeah, she was.
I'm
saying she
hoping
was-
they're weed brownies. We'll see how that goes. But
I like that.
I mean,
I like other people
I
having those
know.
if that's their thing.
oh, you have the best story about that, though.
It's not a good story.
It's a great story.
All right, fine.
Corey. I have been known to partake of the devil's lettuce, of the insanity cabbage, and
Insanity cabbage.
like almost all the musicians I know do so. And Corey just seems like a pot smoker to me. He just the most surprising thing I learned about Corey is that he does it. And his take is, I get stupid when I smoke it and I can't play guitar. And I'm like, well, that's just habituation. That's just dumb. I've seen him drink a lot of Jameson and be better
All of it.
than he was at the beginning of the gig. Like I don't even like drunk people, and Corey drunk is charming and funny and amusing and really talented. So he keeps telling me this, that, so one night he was at a party somewhere and somebody had an edible cake pop. Like it was an infused cake pop, and he didn't know. And somebody was trying to pass it across the table to somebody else. And Corey, thinking it was just like a cake pop from Starbucks or something, just bit the whole thing off the stick, chewed it up, and ate it. And they were like, "You need to make sure you don't have anything to do for a few hours." So I saw Corey the next day at a gig, and he sucked. It was the worst I've ever seen him. The next day, he couldn't play guitar.
Terrible.
And I mean, I'm not a music critic by any means, but he was noticeably off his game from a previous day cake pop. So I no longer try and encourage Corey to smoke weed.
There are amazing, beautiful drugs in the world for me, and that's just not one of them. It's true though. Like, and again, I can't anymore. I'm a bit of a lightweight now, but like at the sort of peak of my 5 to 9 gigs a week gigging career, I actually like the last thing to go after 30 or 40 fucking shots would be my ability to sing and play guitar. Like long after I couldn't talk anymore,
Or
I could
stand up.
or stand up. I can still
Yeah.
play pretty good, but like any little bit of THC anywhere near me, and I turn into an idiot and can't play anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, I remember seeing Corey at a gig one night. Literally, like there was a pole next to the stage, and he had his left arm around the pole. It was because he couldn't quite stand up straight, so he was sort of like hanging onto the pole and playing. Yeah, he was very charming and funny and talented, but couldn't stand up. Straight.
Dropped out of my tree. So yeah, all that's true.
Yep,
I can't argue with that. Anyways,
I'm gonna go do stuff because we got church in an hour.
we do. So
Yeah, well,
let's go do that.
Tomorrow we'll be back. We might do a BP&Chill, and we might just do some live coverage for the event. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I mean, getting people ready for the event. Again, if you haven't, gone in and tell anybody else in the little community that we have going on here. Enter .theuplift.world. Make sure you have Minecraft Java. And join us for Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be really helpful for us. It's going to be a really, really, really good time for everybody who joins us doing that. And we're going to try and break the server. I don't think we're going to do it, but we're going to try because it's what we do.
And it's going to be super cool. And also, we've got a few other interesting things planned on the show as well after we try to break the server and we don't. We're going to do back to our regular schedule, but we've got a few new things that are coming out. And I'm going to do a new series, I think. A couple, maybe 1 or 2 new series about projects who are in creative mode and building and like inspiration wise and things like that. And what they do, like, beyond what they do in the Uplift. And I'm also planning on at least doing 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2, but we're going to do at least 1 or 2 roundtables actually from some of the builders who like are in hardcore survival mode. And we're just going to have them on. Idea. Yeah, and come and have, share stories, and get Anders and all the other people. I keep saying Bob the Builder, but it's not. It's like Brett the Builder or something. Anyway,
maybe
Brad the Builder. Sorry, man. Yeah, it's totally Brad the Builder. I was chatting to him today, a little bit in the game. So get these people on and get them talking about what it's like to come into Minecraft knowing nothing.
Yeah,
about anything, sure. And then having to deal with mobs. And we're going to bring Anders on too, just mostly so we can take the piss out of him as much as he's taken the piss out of us the last 3 months, right? That's pretty much how it's going to play.
Brad the Third. I like it. Hey,
and to be fair, Anders, you can take the piss out of me because I can't remember the guy's name. So yeah, that's kind of even.
There you go. All right, guys, we'll see you back on this channel for the gratitude ceremony at 11 Eastern Standard Time. I got my finger on the button, Jimmy.
You know where I've been all day? I've been in survival mode dealing with this.